Babylon, as I mentioned before, is all about the resentful misuse of femininity to keep the population trapped. We live under an heliocentric world order, in which it's all about male energy. Nevertheless, Babylon is still needed, because the pagan rulers can't dismiss femininity completely. So, the world system, as you see here, is symbolized as this fierce red monster. Red is a color of withdrawal. You want something from someone. Just like go to ATM to withdraw money. I mean withdrawal in that sense. It's the color that pagans use when they want something from you, often sexual energy. And the feminine, the figure over here, the whore, represents the religious system, the religious stronghold of the world, which is run by Rome to keep the population docile. Yes, religion uses the feminine principle, as they call it. There's really no such thing as a feminine principle, but what they mean with the feminine principle is they make femininity something sacred that even females shouldn't be involved in. Only special women are considered feminine. That's what the feminine principle is. Religion uses the feminine principle to trap the masses. By making femininity something sacred, which it isn't, it's something natural, but by considering something sacred and putting it on a pedestal as something sacred, they are dehumanizing females. And after women are dehumanized, they themselves offer a solution for it, which is quote-unquote female empowerment or girl power, which is doing exactly the same thing. And then you have an anti-feminist movement, MGTOW comes up. It's just a game that the pagan rulers are using to keep the population trapped. Well, this image is based on Revelation chapter 18, where it speaks about the great whore, Babylon the Great, mother of all harlots and all the abominations of the earth. And the cup, she's drunk. And she's drinking out of this cup, she's drinking blood. Blood of the saints. What does that mean? The pagan rulers of this world, they know they can't win from the Most High. They know they can't win from Christ. They know that believers are the blessed ones. So, they go after believers both from the tribe of Judah, because Judah is a chosen tribe amongst the Israelites. Christ came from the tribe of Judah, at least his human body. The 12 apostles were from the tribe of Judah, and through the tribe of Judah, the gospel spread throughout the world. So Judah will be used primarily by the Most High to reach the world. And all other believers from all other ethnicities and from the other tribes of Israel will operate in line with Judah. The Most High is using Judah. That's why Christ said that salvation is from the Jews. With Jews meaning the tribe of Judah. So the pagan rulers are using believers from both the tribe of Judah as well as from the other ethnicities to feed the world system. They do this by using this great harlot, which is pagan Christianity, as you already guessed it. Pagan Christianity is the quote-unquote feminine principle of Babylon that has been transferred throughout the ages, and eventually they gave it a Christian look. That's what pagan Christianity is. And pagan Christianity drains believers unto death. That's what pagan Christianity is doing. And pagan Christianity is as a harlot. Therefore, pagan Christianity brings forth physical female harlots often. It's what it is. And in the book of Revelations, it talks about the fall of Babylon, the fall of this religious feminine principle, which will happen because the pagan rulers of the world, who are heliocentric, who hate females, they will not put up with this quote-unquote feminine principle forever. Their goal, their will is to make the whole human population heliocentric, to fall down at the feet of Apollo. that is what they want to accomplish. But still, they can't really do it. They need to deal with the feminine principle. Here you see another visualization of Revelation chapter 18. Eventually, the pagan rulers will turn on the great harlot to devour her. And that will be their doom. Why? Because by upholding the feminine principle, they still acknowledge some naturality in their policies. Because you can't go 100% against reality and be successful. But when they throw away their misuse of femininity, and it becomes completely heliocentric, focused on the male energy, they'll begin to devour one another. And the Most High will allow it to happen, so that He will glorify Himself when Christ returns. So the merchants of the earth, that means those pagan businessmen who lead the multinational corporation and who lead the financial institutions, they will mourn when the pagan rulers turn on the feminine principle. Because it's the feminine principle that is, I would say this, the feminine principle is what's reflected as society. Society is and the feminine principle not the same thing, but they are related. The moment the pagan rulers throw away the great harlot, or pagan Christianity, it's then that they will face the rage of the world. Because you won't have the feminine principle anymore to cover it up and to offer a healing effect. So when that happens, the financial institutions, the multinational organizations, they're going to feel it. The riches will vaporize. Oh dear, it's going to be a very, very nasty time when that happens. And it has already begun. All these assaults on those Babylon churches is a sign of the pagan rulers turning on pagan Christianity. Even though they know they need pagan Christianity, they resent it. Well, the great harlot will be devoured soon. And for all those that follow Christ, do not associate with the harlot. Because once the rage of the pagan rulers, and not only the pagan rulers, once the rage of the world turns on the harlot, and you are part of the harlot, or you are inside the harlot, doing your thing with the harlot, I don't care if you're enjoying your time with the harlot, with pagan Christianity, you will partake in her doom. You'll be devoured also. So leave that, okay, I don't want to use the B word. Leave that hoe alone. Please, let her go.